Hi there, everybody. Mr. First Down here, your favorite Titans fan, who is literally dying on the inside after what he witnessed today. But hey, that's football sometimes. I hate it. Hate it. Watching the Green Bay and Dallas game right now, it is Green Bay 13, Dallas 2. It's strange score there, but hey, it's what it is. Uh, but hey, we're going to talk about it. Maybe it'll be therapeutic even. I'll see you guys here in just a second. We'll play this intro and we'll get started on the pain and misery with a few good things thrown in just for good measure. See you in just a second. Oh, the intro is a banger. It helps uplift my spirits, I tell you what. Alan Perez, known Cowboys fan, a good friend of mine. Sam, LOL. I understand what you're going through it now. Yeah, your Cowboys are looking a little rough, bud. Looking a little rough. It is what it is, but at least they don't have a goose egg on the board, Alan. But I digress. Let me just go ahead and get this out of the way right now. It is not a hasty decision to fire Brian Callahan. Okay? He has proven himself to be a bad coach. He has proven himself to be inadequate. He has proven himself not to be able to scheme anything. I know Cam Ward got up there and said it wasn't the coach's fault. What do you think he's going to say, though? He's not going to throw the coach that drafted him under the bus. But it's time for him to go. It was a applauded decision when he was hired. It wasn't considered a bad decision to hire Brian Callahan, who had other job offers. But he's not the guy. I was willing to let go last year. It was his first year as a head coach. Every first-year head coach makes his mistakes. He was given a bad roster. Mike Vrabel didn't help anything. Now we're in year 2, and it's worse. It's somehow worse. And I think you have a better quarterback than Will Levis. It's worse. No excuse for it. He's got to be fired. And that's all there is to it. No escaping it. No nothing. It's time for him to be fired. And if you think that's a bad decision, boy, I don't know how you are consuming football. It's not a bad decision. He needs to be fired. And I hope it happens Tuesday. David Clark, great guy, David Clark. Glad he's doing well. It's beyond bad in so many areas. It is, David. It is. It's time when Tuesday rolls around, because it would probably be Tuesday. I want to hear that Mike McCoy is being passed the interim head coach position, and we're moving on, and this season's going to be what it's going to be. If you're asking me what my draft pick here is at week 4, I don't know. Hopefully a wide receiver at this point, because Cam Ward needs help. He's not getting help from anybody. He's not getting help from the vets. He's not getting help from the rookies. They're not getting any help from the sidelines. I mean, this is just horrific. Absolutely horrific. Yeah. How you doing, Griff? You making it, buddy? Griff's a great follow on Twitter, if you don't know. He's a fun pro. But he needs to be fired. I don't know how else to put it to you. I don't think you're ever going to hear another argument against it. I've already read an article from A to Z Nashville that pretty much spelled out that he needs to be fired. He's going to be fired. If he is not fired, oh boy. You thought it was lackluster at that stadium before. Watch it happens when there's only one light blue guy in section 343, row G, 8 and 9, who refuses to say die. Because I'm a diehard. I'll be there. So, I don't even know where to get to here real quick. Cam Ward was not good today either. I'm just going to be honest. He wasn't good today, but he's a rookie quarterback. He's going to have bad games. Every rookie quarterback has bad games. That's not a question, Mr. Griff, thank you for commenting. I'm beat, man. 4-hour drive from Massachusetts, and you need a new OC. Yeah, we need a new head coach. Look, they need to clean house. Other than Bones on special teams, I don't think anybody's really done that great of a job. I take that back. Denard Wilson, I feel, is trying to make it work on defense. They just got tired today. I know people want to bash the defense and Snead and stuff like that. Got tired today. They were out in the field for a long time. You can't do that to your defense. Your offense did absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing today. Your kicker, Joey Sly, awful. Awful. Sly did not let it fly today. He let it fly and it went wide right. Just inexcusable how bad this team was today. And you have to make a change. Just how it is. You're going to have to go ahead and fire Callahan. You're going to have to go ahead and fire his dad, who's the offensive line coach. Moves got to be made. I don't know how else to put it. If he's still on this roster, by next game, I don't know what you're thinking. Really, I really don't. It's just stupid to me. Now, there are very few people that deserve their flowers today for this team, but I'll rattle them off. I thought Calvin Ridley was fine today. He caught passes. Felt like they threw him into a little bit of trouble. Cam threw him a little bit of trouble there. I don't really fault him. But I thought he did fine. Made the big catch when he needed to. Gave this team a chance. Bernard Pollard did his job today. Got things done. I think that's how it is. Sorry, Griff made me laugh. I will be here for the Sam crash out. I mean, this is a crash out. I'm pretty calm, right? I mean, as far as crash outs go. Do you want like weeping and gnashing of teeth? Want me to put on mascara so you could see the long tear stains, you know? Oh, Griff, never change. Calvin Ridley was fine. Bernard Pollard was fine. Chig, for the few times, was fine. What a great catch there. Amazing. What a great catch. Maybe next sports podium episode. Hey, I mean, for the views, I guess. For the gram, you know. Maybe I should just sit here with a tub of ice cream and just slowly devour it in the next sports podium. Oh, listen, it's abysmal, and you have a lot of work to do. But anyway, I digress. Griff's making me laugh and getting me sidetracked, getting the ADD all messed up in my head. Ridley and Bernard Pollard did their job today, whether you want to face it or not. And I'll give a partial credit for Chig, even though I think there were some catches he could have had. Everybody else was not where they needed to be. Anybody else, the offensive line was putrid, especially the edges today, especially the edges. There were times that Cam had time, though. Didn't execute. Didn't throw it right. It's tragic and bad. I wish it wasn't, but those are the only two on offense. On defense, that held together for as long as they could after being on the field forever and ever, just couldn't take it anymore. And the dam broke when they converted a 2nd and 33 because Snead decided to let no-name Nico Collins, because he didn't want to name names, get loose there. Never, ever give the team bulletin board material. Snead did it, paid the price for it. Jeffrey Simmons is a beast. Cedric Gray is a beast. That's about all I have to say about that. I'm not going to – Arden Key drafted it because the quarterback made a horrible mistake and held onto the ball for like 5-10 seconds. Still no pass rush there. The things that need to happen next, if you're a Titans fan, first of all, head coach needs to be fired. I will hear no other word against it. You can come at me all you want. He's got to be fired. I refuse to hear any other arguments against it. It's ridiculous to even have an argument against this, okay? Number 2, trade assets. Somebody wants Snead. Somebody wants Big Jeff. Send him on his way. The only way you're going to get better is you're going to have to stack picks. It's the only way you're going to get better. All right. Cowboys fighting. Just got their touchdown, 13-9. Get a little closer. What an amazing catch by Pickens, though. I freaking love that. Dak ran it in, too. Good job for them. So you're going to have to fire Callahan. You're going to have to trade assets. You're going to have to make Mike McCoy the interim head coach because there's only one way to dig out of hell. All right. And that's to keep digging. This season is lost, guys. It's lost in 4 weeks in. I hate saying that, but this roster is pathetic. Your rookies are trying to go out there and play a game. God bless them. God bless them for trying. But none of it's good enough. How are you supposed to develop this quarterback who I like? Said I didn't want to draft him this year, but look at us now. I like him. Make it work. And then we have him going in front of the press conference saying that they're ass. And they are. They're horrible. He even dropped an F-bomb in there describing dropping those first 4 games. Say you didn't want to blame the coaching staff. Come on, Cam. There's only so much you can do. It's horrible. It's abhorrent. We deserve better. Just how it is. I don't know what else to say about that. And then you've got Callahan. And what does he do? He gets in front of the press conference and says, oh, we're close and blah, blah, blah on this. You just dropped a goose egg to an 0-3 team, and the Texans were trying to give you that game, and you didn't do it. You couldn't do anything on offense. Not one thing. I hated how Callahan acted during that press conference. Gets all defensive or whatever else. Like, how arrogant are you, sir? Do you not realize how bad you are at coaching? Do you not realize how bad this offense that you put together is? Awful. How are you in this game, Alan? Because Green Bay left the door open. You leave the door open ajar, they will find a way. And you had a playmaker there in Pickens that made it happen for you. Simmons with the fastest sack ever. Dude, beautiful. Masterclass. In my veins, if I'm going to hold on to anything this year, in my veins. The other thing I would address is some silly people talking about how Cam was a waste of a draft pick already. It's his first year as a rookie quarterback, guys. It's his first year as a rookie quarterback. Stop it. People talk about maybe it wasn't all Will Levis. Well, obviously it wasn't all Will Levis, but he's no good either. They were not coaching him to throw the interceptions like an idiot. He never had it upstairs in his head. He was that way in college. He's that way in the pros. Will Levis, not the guy. Not the guy. So if you're asking me what I want to happen next, I need to clean house. I need to take stock. I need to figure out which players we're keeping, which we're not, which are irreplaceable, which are replaceable. Maybe some are irreplaceable, but you have no choice and send them on their way. So any whispers about firing the coach? Oh, yeah. A to Z spelled it out there pretty well that he's a dead man walking. And then the fact that the Titans don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. They have to fire him. What are you saying to the team if you let that man keep head coaching after that many losses? It's done. Okay? I don't even know what to really say about it, to be honest with you. So, hats off to the Texans getting their win. I take nothing away from those guys. They made the plays. We didn't. Just how it is. Gave yourselves opportunities. Gave yourself opportunity after opportunity. A to Z says it's going to happen Tuesday. We shall see. I don't know. They seem pretty convinced. I imagine Easton Freeze is a little upset. He seems to like Brian Callahan quite a bit. I don't know. Amy isn't stupid. She will fire this man by Tuesday. I agree, David. I'll tell you this, David. If I was Chad Brinker, I would say, yeah, I'm firing myself. I'll walk him out to his car. Yeah. I think some people are really mean against the owner, understandably so, but I felt like she tried something and it didn't work out. All right. She tried. I think obviously she made a mistake with GMs, but we all thought Rand Carthon was a good hire. I thought he was a great hire. Look what the 49ers had done with the talent and whatnot. And he was a guy that was a part of that. He was a used car salesman. J-Rob was the same way. Used car salesman. Who is the next man up? Mike McCoy would be my guess. Mike McCoy has called plays. He has been a head coach in this league. I think Mike McCoy would probably get the nod there, if I would say. He's probably more, I tell you what, he knows that an elbow is probably a catch if it touches the ground. I'll tell you that much. Oh, Lordy. Lots of crazy things about the league, though, going around. I think it's a little odd that the Bills struggled against the Saints. That was a little weird, and then it kind of got better later. Lamar Jackson sitting down, Woo. I'll walk him out to his car. Yeah, I will. Heck, I texted somebody that said, give me a severed, can I borrow your truck? I have a severed horse head to put on his desk. I seriously. But it's got to be Mike McCoy. I just don't see how it isn't. Unless you want to try to be different and give somebody a bigger chance here for some reason. But I think you need a little more experience in this regard. Hopefully it's not Bones again. Bones, poor guy, when Jeff Fisher got fired, got the whole world dumped on him. And he did the best he could. But that team was bad too. I don't want to do that to Bones again. I think that's a little cruel, to be honest. Mike McCoy, did what he did with the Chargers, but at least he's a head coach and knows what's expected. He's got to try to keep Cam Ward upright because, once again, it's the only thing that matters. Cam Ward being upright and learning this game. Oh, goodness. Is Green Bay just – woo. Jordan Love just got the ball ripped out of his hand. Woo. What do you think about Cliff? Sorry. What do you think about Cliff Kingsbury next year? Well, Derek, I think Cliff. I'm not wild about Cliff Kingsbury as a head coach. I didn't like him when he was at Arizona, and he seemed to have a lot of disconnect with the players and everything. So I don't feel great about Cliff Kingsbury. Give me Joe Brady from the Bills, please. All right. And don't forget, you can fix a lot here. You're going to have a lot of cap space next year, especially when I think they're going to get out from under that Ridley contract. They could also get out of that Dan Moore contract relatively clean. You're going to have to pay some, but that's the price of doing business. Yeah. I wish I could tell you something different, guys. It is what it is. I was hopeful. I didn't think that they were going to be this bad. I knew they would be bad. I said 6 wins, get 6 wins somehow. And maybe you do. Oh, my gosh. Dallas scored again. Pickens got it. Oh, man. Green Bay slumping right now. It is now Cowboys 15, Green Bay 13. Oh, my goodness. And a number 1 pick. I hope it's not a number 1 pick. But if it is, I talked to my brother-in-law, Jay, who commented earlier, get your best wide receiver you got. You have to help that young quarterback succeed. You have to. Got to figure it out. Protect that quarterback. Keep him healthy this year. Have him learn. What other choice do we have? Keep him upright. Keep him healthy. Anywho, man, got a great game on tonight, though. Thought it was going to be one-sided there for a second, but now it's kind of flip-flopped. So, gotta love good football. So, I don't know what the next step is, particularly. I mean, other than like firing the head coach, but I don't know. Mike McCoy is my best guess at interim. It doesn't mean they'll pick him, but it makes sense for them to pick him. Dan Moore signing was awful. Whose decision was that, and what stops these decisions in the future? Borg, Chad, who's really in charge here? Well, Borgonzi and Chad Brinker, I think, are in lockstep on a lot of things. And I actually like this front office. I do. I like this front office. A front office that came out and told the fan base straight up at the beginning that this is going to take a second. They didn't mince words. They said, we had a great draft class, but we got to be patient here. It's going to take a lot of time. Now, I'm not going to be patient with the head coach because I don't think he's qualified. He's got to go. The Dan Moore signing made sense from the perspective of he was a guy that went up against some top defenses, and he got whipped from good defenders there, but he looked like he would be decent. He was a lot better than the idiot we had last year, not like J.C. Latham, but whoever was on the other side. I can't remember his name. I erased it from my memory. I didn't want to put up with it. But Borgonzi has say until Chad steps in. If Borgonzi doesn't want dude getting fired, Callahan being fired, I imagine Brinker will say, sorry, pal, he's got to go. Yep. And people are like, oh, if you fire him, the players will check out. They're checked out now. I mean, look at them. They're checked out now. I think Callahan's checked out now. There's no fire there. There's no urgency. I think he knows the writing's on the wall. I think he is arrogant. And I think he's going to pay the price for that arrogance. So Dan Moore hasn't worked out, but to be honest, look around the league. There's not a lot of good offensive lines out there. There's a bunch of bad offensive lines out there. Very few good offensive lines out there. So it's rough to talk about these things, guys, but I think it's a good part of the healing process. The only fire is from Cali aimed at PK. PK, who asked him an honest question. People can hate on PK all they want. I like PK. Go ahead and get him. Because he dare question this team. Like, give me a break. Look where you are, coach. Look what you just did. Look what you've done all year. They are checked out. Thank you, Jay. They are checked out. Anybody that says they're not checked out, I don't know what you're looking at. They're checked out. Get them rid of. Get them out of there. It's done. It's over. So, I hate saying that in week 4, but it is. You'll try to seek what wins you can this year. You have to. But, my goodness. I mean, it's rough. It's rough. It's hard talking about football today. So, PK is the man. PK is the man. I agree. Ask the hard questions. No softball questions. People don't have to like it, but they can deal with it. Coach is an arrogant person. Needs to be fired. I'll say it a million times this pod. I'll say it a million more. I hope he is done on Tuesday. I hope he knows he's getting fired tomorrow. And I hope his office is being cleaned out on Tuesday. I don't like rooting for people getting fired. I was hopeful, but Alan, I'm glad you're losing your mind right now. It's game just flip-flopped on its head, flip-flopped on his head. I know, Alan, he does, and I hope it's the right decision. Get him out of there. Why wait till Tuesday? You got to come in, and they'll do a final film study, and they'll have their meeting. So, the 30-30 of this team was built and fell off of. I'd love to see the comments in chat. Yeah. Yep. I got bad news for you, too. Anybody that is going after, like, Cam Ward saying, like, he's part of the problem or anything, I think that is crazy talk. Total crazy talk. The kid is 4 games into his NFL career. Like, come on. Gee whiz. But yeah, it is what it is. I wish we could talk about fun times and all that stuff, but it was so irredeemable today. Just irredeemable, unacceptable, irredeemable. And I've got people that usually make fun of me checking in on me on the phone. Like, Lord have mercy. Horrible. Horrible. Mm. And look, I'm no spring flower. You can say Titans suck. I agree with you. They do suck. If I wish we could at least talk about touchdown scored. I know. I agree, Derek. I wish we could. Yeah, I'm with you. We can't have it. It is overly silly. It's overly silly to talk about Will Levis like hey, he was cheated or something. That guy did not have it mentally. He still doesn't. I refuse to believe otherwise. Oh, so silly. Don't forget, Will Levis left you high and dry. Decided to get a surgery last minute to fix his shoulder. Come on. Come on. I hope it happens Monday, guys. I hope something comes out. I hope Ian Rappaport texts us at 11 p.m. tonight that they have moved on from Brian Callahan. That would be fantastic. I wish it would be a local reporter and not one of the big heads up there. But yeah. Horrible. Anyway. Sorry, just keep checking for updates thinking that something's happened. Silly me. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday. We got a good game on here for Monday night tomorrow. I'm about to go do a TikTok live, and hopefully now that I've talked, it's therapeutic. Does anybody else want to talk about anything? I only like to keep these things about 30 minutes anyway. Better. It's easier to listen to. It's easier for me to clip and post in YouTube, stuff like that. There's a lot of work to do on this team, though. Ton of work you got to do on this team. But first things first is to build something around that quarterback that you spent a first-round draft pick on. The first pick of the draft on. Spears will come back. I love me some Spears. I don't like how he is injured constantly, but I love me some Spears. Oh, man. That Tampa Bay and Eagles game, that was rough. That's rough. I don't know what Spears changes. I don't think he changes much, to be honest with you. But, what can you do? At the end of the day, you can't blame Cam with the current regime drafted. I know. Too soon. Anywho, thank you all for watching. You can catch me. I'm going to go on TikTok live here after the show. And then it's Pigskin Perspective Wednesday. It's False Start Thursday. And then it's Fanboys Unleashed Friday. Get him some help. Absolutely, Jay. Absolutely. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Get out. Don't worry about football here if you're a Titans fan. It's forsaken these lands. Y'all have a great night.